is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
And I hear my wife saying, "Oh no, Jasper, what are you doing? No, not there." I was like, "What?" So I run downstairs. He is barfing all over our carpet. I'm like, "Oh my god." So you just got to get used to this when you have a cat. Cats will do things that they're not supposed to do, like eat things they're not supposed to eat. Jasper's drinking gin, eat too fast, get hairballs, and yeah. It was one of those mornings. It was a humongous, disgusting mess. I took care of it. But, yeah, kind of throws me off to start my day. I'm like, oh, look at that, the camera's all screwed up and everything. Anyway.
So, I did this food review. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And guess what? It corrupted. The damn thing corrupted on me. And I'm like, well, that sucks, because everything else during the marathon recorded fine. Every piece of the reacting, the gameplay, everything was fine. Just the food review corrupted. So it just shows how random it can be when this happens, right? And so I'm frustrated because I wanted to upload it last night, and I couldn't. And then I say, okay, so what I'll do is I'll wait for the stream to become an on-demand video on my channel, and I'll edit out that portion. You know, it's like half an hour or whatever. I'll edit it out. I go to do it, and YouTube says, oh, your stream was too long. YouTube editor doesn't work on it. Yeah, because this is how bad YouTube is. A lot of people think, oh, you could always easily just edit your content on YouTube. No problem. You don't even need a video editor. It's complete nonsense. The YouTube editor is atrociously bad. And in this case, they're like, oh, guess what? It doesn't work because, your video was too long. You streamed from like 10:45 a.m. all the way till 8 p.m. And that's way too long. It's like 10 hours. And that's too long to edit. So, I couldn't even do that. I'm like, so what the hell? Good news is, you know, I pulled out some, Hail Marys, some favors. I have it now. It took overnight. Someone actually worked on it for me. And thank you to that person who did. And I got it. I have the food review now. So now I'm going to upload it. But now it's like, well, I already got all 4 parts of the Adpocalypse live on DSP Reacts. I don't want to put another video, and then tomorrow we start with the regular React content. We'll figure it out at some point during this week. I will upload the Firehouse Subs Feasting with Phil episode to DSP Reacts for those who are interested in watching it, okay? Sucked that it took overnight to get it, but I have it now, and I can get it up there for when we're ready, okay?
Fast food is healthy.
We have something else going on that's brand new. First time ever, I'm going to do this special thing. So every year, usually it's traditionally the first week of January, although sometimes it ends up being later or earlier. It all depends on scheduling and you know, personal stuff going on. But every year, I do what I call my year-end series. And my year-end series includes 2 different things. The most disappointing games of the year, my personal picks, and the difference between worst games of the year and most disappointing is that when I make a countdown of the most disappointing games, they don't necessarily have to be overall bad games. It could just be games that we thought were going to be better or were going to be something different, and because they didn't turn out as expected, now they're disappointed. They could still be good games, but games that just didn't live up to the hype, right? So that's the difference between that countdown or the worst games of the year countdown. In addition, I do a Game of the Year awards, where I count down my absolute favorite games of the year as well. Now, I used to do something many, many years ago. It was called the fan-voted funniest moments of the year. So how did that work? Well, many years ago, I had an active community of viewers who would go to my forums on my private website, and all year long, they would nominate games that I play and moments in those playthroughs, right? Like specific moments that they found were super funny. And this would happen all year long. We'd have a thread ongoing. We would get 200, 300 submissions, right? And what I would do is I would look for the most commonly submitted ones, and there'd actually be a vote-off, where people would vote, what's the funniest stuff that happened all year? And at the end of the year, we do a countdown, funniest moments of the year. Now, over the years, that went by the wayside, alright? Why? Well, number one, because my forums kind of fell into disrepair. No one really cared about them anymore, including me. Like, I just stopped using them as I became more focused on live streaming and things like that. I really didn't use forums and stuff like that anymore. And in addition, over the years, you know, I fell out of popularity. So you didn't have as many active people looking to contribute and or be a part of an event like that. So it ended up just, we're phased out that part, and it ended up just being my personal countdowns at the end of the year, all right? But what I've noticed is over the last several years, the interactivity has ramped up again, right? Frequently, I'm getting your opinions, your feedback, your contributions, and constructive criticism for my content and events and things like this. I would say this year in a big way, you guys contributed hugely with all of your suggestions and things, both live on stream and in, like, community threads and things like that, right? Members, in particular, had priority a lot this year to give feedback and stuff like that. So, I feel this is the year to bring back the interactive year-end series.
It's called I'm lazy. I don't actually want to analyze anything. I just want to be told how to think by a group and always agree with that group.
Now, here's the thing. If this flops and it doesn't work, it's fine. We just don't do it again. All right? But it's just an idea of something different to do, as inspired by feedback that I received from you. I actually had someone who had suggested this very event and said, this year it seems like everyone's being more interactive with you again. Why don't you bring back an event like this? Okay?
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
How does it work? Ladies and gentlemen, this year we're doing the fan voted, or I guess we could say viewer's choice, the viewer's choice best playthroughs of 2023. That's what we're going to call it. The viewer's choice best playthroughs of 2023. So how does this work? There is an open community post right now on this channel, on the main channel page, that you can post in. Everyone is eligible to do this. Or you can type ! best of 2023 right now in chat to have the command come up. This is going to be a new command that's going to post up every 15 minutes in the chat during my streams this month, and you guys will be eligible to nominate all month long, all right? So please do. The more feedback that I get for this event, the better it's going to be. What I'm planning on doing is taking in all of your feedback and nominations and suggestions over the next several weeks, probably 3 to 4 weeks almost. And then, like right after Christmas ends, what I will do is look at those and take the most nominated playthroughs of the year, and you guys will vote in a poll, and that will determine the best playthroughs of 2023 as fan voted or viewer voted, viewer's choice, as they say. Abdullah says, I hope you keep making funny shorts. I love them. If you haven't noticed, I've barely made any shorts in the last 6 months. I'll be honest. Basically, last year into this year, I made a big effort to make a lot of shorts. I was asking for your feedback constantly, like, what would you like to see in my playthrough of shorts? I tried. Oh, out of all the shorts I made, this was almost a year, one caught on. It was the one from Sonic Frontiers last year. That was the one that got like 20, 30,000 views. Outside of that, they barely got above a few thousand views each. It usually only stayed in my own local circle. No one outside of my viewing circle would see the shorts. They just don't work. I'm sorry, they just don't. Unless you're one of these sensationalist content creators who makes, like, oh my god, clickbait title or whatever, no one clicks or watches those shorts. It only shows up to your own audience, and your own audience already knows what you're making and what you're doing, right? So it was a lot of effort to figure out, what's the highlight? What's the funny part? What's this? I need to know, and then, you know, work on it myself or have someone else work on it. And first of all, by the time the short would come out, sometimes no one cared anymore. And then on top of that, when it released, all that work for what? 1,000 views. Wow. Very exciting, right? YouTube shorts are not anything meaningful. They can't be. They're too short to be meaningful. Again, if you're one of these drama content creators or a news guy or sensationalist guy and you make a sensational 1 minute, right? Then people, oh, clickbait, let's jump over there, right? But the shorts never did anything for me, you know? Would I like to do shorts? Sure. My problem is, when I'm sitting here and I'm doing content, I'm relaxing with you guys, the last thing on my mind is, I have to keep 5 moments from today that are notable moments that could be a short in my head at the end of the day, see if I can submit this to someone to make a short, if I can make a short of it, and then see if I can pump it out and name it. I'm already here all day, streaming. That's the last thing I want to do is at the end of the day. Now I have another whole thing I need to do with YouTube shorts to think about this shit. And I said to you guys, what I may eventually do, if you guys find meaning in it, is maybe I would do a thread where you guys can ongoing nominate things that you saw during my content that you think could be a good short.
Ultimate laziness.
Right? So let's say for today to be an ongoing thread, and we're playing Mario RPG or Street Fighter, and something funny happens. You can say, hey Phil, so when you were playing tonight, you know, this moment, this happened, and now make a good short. So that's a good suggestion. And now I could either work on it myself, or I have 1 or 2 people who like to work on shorts for me. I could submit that to them and say, hey, can you figure maybe something out, make a short work here, and go from there. But no guarantees. And on top of that, again, that relies on you guys to tell me what you find entertaining or funny in the playthroughs. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. But for me, I'll be honest, yeah, it's just not a focus. I tried it for a year, essentially, and it never really panned out to anything of use. It's the same people who watch my content now watch the shorts anyway. You make nothing on them, by the way. There's no ad revenue or anything to go around for shorts, so the views are meaningless in that regard. Business-wise, it does nothing. You don't get new eyes on your content for it. Really, it's stupid. It's YouTube pretending to be something they're not and acting like it's something important, and it's literally not. Again, unless you're a clickbaiter, so.
You're so fucking lazy. People say I'm lazy. I'm like, how can you say I'm lazy? I'm here 6 days a week full time. I don't even have enough time to spend with my wife, but I'm lazy somehow. You know, it fucks with me. It fucks with my head, man. It makes me feel like shit. Quick reminder, my goals for today, by the end of today, hit 510 members. That's not impossible, especially this giving season. A lot of people would benefit from being a member. And to hit the tier 1 tips goal, of which we have a giant head start. The one thing I'm concerned about is certain games. This is one of them. I start playing the game and literally that's it. Like all contributions come in during the pre-stream. That's it. It just ends. And I'm nervous about that. Obviously, I want to try to hit these goals today. So if you like my content, please consider supporting. I hope you'll stick around for Super Mario RPG. I'm telling you, it's good. Like, I really like the game. I'm looking forward to it today. I hope you'll stick around to watch, okay? That's right, begging as well. I am one of the biggest beggars on the planet. Everyone knows this. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money. Blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.